What's going on, guys? So quick, simple weekly pre-market analysis. I'm just going to get right into it here. This month has been exceptionally amazing. It's kind of weird how this month has been so good. I'm up a little over $60,000 this month. And the crazy part is that it's only freaking January 15th, January 16th when I make this video. Sunday, January 16th. It's halfway through the month. I've never made $100K in a month trading Forex before. This might be the month though where I hit that. I mean, we'll see how the next 2 weeks go, right? I could lose like half my profits, or I could make double what I've made so far. I guess we'll see how that goes, but I'm going to touch on some of the analysis I'm going to look at to trade this coming week. So with Bitcoin, we're still kind of patching sideways in here. I'm probably not gonna be doing anything on Bitcoin this week. I took a small scalp trade on KuCoin yesterday when price pushed back above this zone. I had an alert sitting here at this support resistance zone. I just bought a small position, literally super tiny. It was like 0.5 BTC right here. And then after it popped up like almost to the top of this range, I exited that position right there. So just a small trade for me on Bitcoin. I'm still not long yet on crypto. I'm still tethered out, still not getting back in. I'm waiting to see if we get past this area here. So that's what it'll be for Bitcoin. That's it in crypto. Just kind of waiting. Not really doing much right now aside from maybe scalping moves at significant levels. So for scalping on Friday, so I took 2 scalp trades that were pretty nice. So we got, let me go here to the 1 hour chart. So we had a 1 sell and 1 buy. So those are pretty nice. So I'll show you guys here in the chat. So the other account I got to like 13K. I ended up just internally transferring all of that, transfer 10K out of that. So I've left 3K in it. And these are the first 3 trades. This one was an accident right here. This is the first 3 trades of my new 3K account. This time I'm going to try, instead of 15K, I'm going to try to get this to 20K. Every time I do this, like it's 3K to 20K. 3K to 15K. So I end up making 12K profit. But if I get 3K to 20K minus commissions and everything, it'll be around a 15K profit per account on average if I can get it from 3K to 20K. So a little over 15K profit. CoinEx commissions are like super low. Like it's like literally like $11 for trading 4 standard lots, because each standard lot is $2. I wonder why it's 11. It should be only 10. Or it should be less than that. I don't know. So I don't know. We'll see why it's that. But it's $2 per standard lot with CoinEx. Super cheap. I'm gonna try to get it to 3K to 20K. So the account's at like 3,500 right now. After Friday, I called out these trades here. A couple of my scalp trades last week. So we were waiting on this to happen right here. We're waiting on news to pass. When price got past here, I was saying I might be buying right here at the next support level. And then I said right here, I'm long at 0.57. So this is where I got long right here, 0.57. Had a little bit of a dip, pushed back above, closed above the zone in the 1 hour. So the trade was still fine. Ended up going up, and I closed the trade just before the next support resistance zone. So that was that. There was also some trades before this that I took. I took those 2 trades before it. Here it is. So I just closed for 19 pips. It was like here. But this was on the previous account though. So it took the bounce from here to here on this support zone. But I mean, long story short, like I've been scalping GBPJPY. Roughly half the trades I've taken them, I'll have time to call out in the group chat. Not all of them, obviously. And in fact, I haven't even put my new scalp trades in here yet, the ones that I took on Friday. But I took from here to here. And then I took sells from up here to down here. And there was a couple more. But I'll just be scalping it. I trade this on live sessions with clients. I also call them out in Discord, when I have time, if I'm by my computer while I'm taking them. It's just everything can happen so fast, and it's hard to manage these trades and focus on calling them out and doing it all, and it's really distracting. So I try to like focus on my trading first, and if I have time afterwards, then I'll obviously put my trades here in the scalp trading Discord in the Mission FX community. If you're not in the Mission FX community, there's a link below you can join. I'm about to switch up everything for Mission FX. I'm about to not have a free training at all or a free Telegram. I'm about to literally just have an application button below all my videos. So that way people can come to my channel. They can watch all my free content here. My YouTube channel is the free training, right? I don't need to have a dedicated free training video or anything. I'm about to just put an apply button below the video so people can join Mission FX that way if they want. I'm tired of all the complex bullshit. I just want simplicity. So the apply button, me and my team will read your application before you join. And then if you qualify with your sort of your capital requirements, and if you qualify with like your time commitments, then we'll give you access to be able to purchase the Mission FX full program. And then we're only gonna be accepting, I don't know how many, like maybe 10 people per month at the start to make sure we can really like be there for all of our clients and go forward from there, something like that. But long story short, let's see what we're gonna be doing this week. So as you guys know, I'm short on CHFJPY. I'm currently in a net break even. I was in profit 3K on Friday, and then what happened here is price ended up pushing back up to this zone. And what I did is I added another sell right here, and then I added another sell right here after we got into this zone right here. So I'm currently in 3 positions right here, and then it's at a net break even. So what's going to happen is if price starts coming up into here, hits this area, and then comes back to bounce here, I'll probably just get out of CHFJPY at break even. I still think we'll go down, but I don't want to be sitting through all this bullshit here if that's what ends up happening. But currently in a net break even. If this pushes up, if it gets past here, this will be a small, comparatively small loss. I mean, like I said, I made like 62K this month so far. So if I lose like 5K on this, I'm cool with it. Like, it's fine. It's all good. I'm bound to lose one trade eventually, even though like this month has been amazing. But if this does work, I mean, this will be like a 20K trade, maybe. Be like a, I don't even know. I think it'll be a 15K or 20K trade on my swing trading account. So we'll see what happens. But I am short on CHFJPY to the next 4 hour zone. So AUDJPY is next. We've got all these zones right in here, and we've got price just formed a double bottom here at the support zone. For AUDJPY, I kind of think we'll be continuing down. This could all change immediately after market open. Whenever market opens, price could break back above here and test and find some support and start going up at one of these levels. Or what we could have is a nice clean break below these lows and a test, and I would get short right there to trade price down here to like 81.6. So perhaps shorts this week on AUDJPY. We'll really have to see where the market opens, and we'll have to see what Sunday and Monday does for AUDJPY. But again, it's just simple support resistance trading. You just wait for price to get to a clear support resistance zone on the 1 hour and 4 hour charts, and after price gets to like a super clear relevant support resistance zone, just look at what price does when it gets there. And if it looks like it's going to be holding there or continuing through the zone, then you can get in and get out and manage positions accordingly. As you guys know, last week for AUDJPY, I didn't take a single loss, and the only drawdown I had was on 2 trades. I had this drawdown here, closed at break even, entered a buy and profited. I had this drawdown here slightly, but really not that much drawdown, closed at break even. Took a buy up here, entered a sell, had drawdown, closed the sell at break even, entered a buy. Everything else has been a straight profit. A buy up to this high, a sell limit stacked right on the other side of the buy profit target. Sell came down to here, closed, broke below this zone, came and tested, and I entered a sell right there. And this one was straight into profit. I closed this on Friday Thursday or Friday as I made the video. Whatever my last video is, I was in this trade live and I closed it right here. And then it ended up just continuing ripping down even lower. This would have been like, shit, this would have been like a $18,000 to $20,000 trade had I held it. But you know what? I'm happy with 9K on that day on this one trade. I'm happy with the $25,000 week last week. It's amazing. So I'm not crying about it at all. But AUDJPY might be continuing lower going into this week if we break the lows. Everything else I don't really have too much of a bias on, to be honest. AUD-CAD, I don't see anything. AUD-CHF in a range. New Zealand dollar in a range. AUD-USD kind of going sideways but trickling up. CADCHF. Let me go to the daily and see what CADCHF is doing. All right. Okay. So CADCHF. So we got something here. So we've got this support resistance zone. Price had broken and retested it once. Had a nice bounce. Came back, tried to get above it. Crashed below it again. Found resistance and continued. Broke the next zone. Tested. Started to bounce. Continuing lower. I'll take this zone out since it's no longer relevant. We'll see what price is currently at. So you know what? CADCHF, if we break here and then we push back up to here, I would look to short this and maybe capitalize on a move like a lower low down to the next zone, which we'll go ahead and put this zone back in here because that looks like it might be a good profit target. Yeah, if this sort of scenario happens, I think I might look to get short on this. I don't want to see a break just below here. I want to see like a clean push down. So I'm going to set an alert pretty far past the previous low right here. So price breaks this low here, comes back and tests it. I'll probably look to get short on this. I'm not going to move this up into my ones that I'll be actively watching. I will only start watching this if this sets up. If it doesn't set up, cool, no trades. CADJPY going sideways. Euro New Zealand dollar at a resistance for like the 1000th time in like the past few months. AUDJPY, to me it looks like it's kind of going sideways, trying to shift, but nothing clear. Euro AUD kind of going sideways to me. I just don't see anything personally. Euro CAD levels are way too sloppy. I don't see anything. Euro CHF, this level looks like it's getting screwed around with too much, so I'm going to be leaving this one alone. Looks really confusing. Euro GBP sideways. Euro US dollar had a breakout upwards. Could be coming back to retest this zone and start to bounce. I'll set an alert right here at the previous, right there at that most recent high. What we could see on Euro USD is we could see like a little bounce right there, and then just a bounce back to the previous high would be nice. And if that doesn't happen, it might have like a little bit of a dead cat bounce and then try again and kind of fail, break below the zone, come back up and test, and then you'd be good to smack a sell right there to trade back to the previous lows. So whatever sets up here, I will watch. But Euro USD looks pretty, I mean, this looks pretty good. This is a 4-hour chart, so I mean, it's pretty relevant, pretty strong zone. If we can get a test of that zone, we'll either have a bounce right there, or we'll have like a dead cat bounce and a fake out. It'll come back below, test, and continue down, which the downward opportunity looks like it might be pretty solid, because I mean, we've been going down on Euro USD for quite some time. This downtrend since fucking May of last year. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I could see Euro USD continuing lower. I guess we'll have to see what happens. But in the meantime, this is a pretty important support resistance level. I'm going to move it up here to the worth looking at thing. And I guess CADCHF too. I mean, I guess we'll see what happens. But yeah, so that's that. So GBP AUD at a resistance level for like the 1000th time. I'm going to not trade this. I'm just going to leave it alone because we've already tested here a couple times. I'm going to wait for a test of a fresh zone. GBP CAD, I don't really see anything. This is kind of a random support resistance level here. There's so many zones here on GCAD right here. There's one like right here. There's one up here. So there's too many. It's kind of ranging, and I don't like that. So I'll leave it alone. GBP New Zealand dollar, we've got some nice uptrend structure here. Did we test the previous low? Kind of, sort of. Yeah, so GBP New Zealand dollar, well, we're also at daily highs right here. What the fuck? What are we doing? Yeah, I don't know. What we could see happen is price interact with these previous highs. We could see a bounce right here, or a break and continuation past it, followed by a retest. I'm going to set an alert pretty far up here. What I'll be looking for on GBP New Zealand dollar this week is I'll be waiting for a push like far past this zone, and then it collapse back to it, and then we'll probably get a bounce right there, at least initially, and then hold it to the previous high, be a nice profit target. If it doesn't work, you know, it'll kind of go sideways, most likely break below, and when it comes to retest it, if it does that, you can close in the retest at break even, and probably even enter a sell to go down. If it just breaks through without coming back to retest, for me, I mean, since I've made so many profits, I'm perfectly willing to be a little bit more high risk this month. If it keeps going down here, I would just buy again at this next zone, and then if it pushes up really fast, the middle point would be the break even point, and if it comes all the way up to here, the first trade will be break even, and the second trade will be a profitable trade, and then probably even sell it right there for the bounce downwards. It just all depends on what's happening. But I think for starters, a break above the resistance followed by a retest, I would buy it right there. It's in a pretty nice uptrend. So we'll see what happens on GBP New Zealand dollar. Keep my alert up here, and I'll drag it just a little bit lower. And you know what? What I need to do is just drag all these down here. Otherwise, I'll be looking at them there at the top of the thing. So I changed my mind again for the second time. I'm just going to not look at anything unless the alerts get hit. It's one way to help you be patient. GBPCHF. We've already had this zone broken and retested once. I had clients take sells right here, and that worked out nice, but now it's coming for a second time, so I like the first tests better. They work a lot better. GJ, we already talked about GJ. I'm scalp GJ daily. GBPSGD kind of looks like it's going to be going down here on the 4-hour and 1-hour. It's right there at the zone too. Interesting. Yeah, it looks like we might be going down on GBPSGD. I'm going to see where this opens on like tonight, because this looks like it's pretty, this looks pretty clear, like it's going to be going down. What we did have, keep in mind, price broke above the highs, tested, found support, came back, tested again, couldn't make a higher high, tested again, tried to make a higher high, failed, tested again, tried to make a higher high, barely, just failing, super weak. Finally, we just gave up. The price crashed below it. Now we've retested. Normally after this, called a head and shoulders pattern, a Wyckoff spring, fake out, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Normally when it breaks below these zones, comes back and retests the range highs, it'll usually fall. I'm going to put this in my worth looking at thing right here. It looks fine. And if it doesn't work out, then cool. Like, let it break back above. It'll probably bounce here at the previous high or at that previous high. Wherever it bounces, it might come back near the level. Can get out at a small loss or at break even, and then I'd probably buy it again to have a continuation up. So regardless, we could profit off of whatever the hell happens. Who cares what happens? When I can come out of a scenario profitable like 99% of the time, even if I'm wrong. Go watch my video about how to make money trading Forex, even if you're wrong. I usually just do it with Scalping GJ, but more recently I've been doing it with swing trading as well, just because it works almost every time. And all the money that I've put into an account, which is like 40K for my swing trading account. I started a new swing trading account, and I made a little over 40K Scalping GJ this month so far, just for the past 2 weeks. Fucking crazy. So I was like, I'll just throw all this money into a swing trading account, and then I'll swing trade with high risk, since I'm right almost every time, trying to get this 40K account to like 100K by the end of the month, and we'll see where it goes. But let me see. I don't really have anything else here. New Zealand dollar CAD never broke above the resistance last week, so we'll probably be continuing down. I don't see a good entry for anything though. NZDCHF, I don't really see anything clear right now. NZDJPY has got a nice downtrend structure, but we're screwing around with this previous low right here. Price is like trying to decide, is it going to hold a support, or is it going to fake out and go back down? Just going to avoid all that. NZDSGD, same scenario. NZDUSD, same scenario. And if you guys remember, I was right about this being a fake out, but I just played it safe. I got out of my sells in a net total of like break even. I didn't buy right here because I thought, like I showed you guys last week in the video on Friday, I think a couple days ago, the last video I made. I was like, it might be turned into a fake out. So I said we might have a dead cat bounce and then continue back down. I was right, but I didn't take the damn trade because I was still kind of like, oh, I don't know. But yeah, it ended up playing out. So yeah, this would have been a nice trade, but it coulda, shoulda, woulda, whatever. I miss trades. It's fine. It's cool. As long as I'm not losing a ton of money. USDCHF is at a support level. So I thought about getting long on this, but as price was coming into the zone, we didn't have like a clean push straight into the zone. We had this consolidated sort of rangy kind of struggle in price action in the zone. It's best when price just like pushes like right up to a zone, because whenever that happens, you'll normally get a little test once or twice, and in this case 3 times, and then it will have a nice push away from the zone. I don't like the shit where it kind of consolidates slowly towards the zone. A lot of times what ends up happening with that is like you'll see price like it'll have a push and then it'll like start getting like consolidated and started going sideways and getting closer, and then sometimes you'll just see it'll just crack past the zone and then test, and then it will just keep going, and then you're looking like, why didn't it bounce there? That was like a clear zone. What the hell? And that happens sometimes. So but this ended up bouncing here. I shared this, I think, in one of the videos last week. I was like, we're looking to buy USDCHF at the support level, and it ended up bouncing, but it would have given this like sketchy price action. Even if I was long, I probably would have gotten out of this shit around break even, to be real. But I don't know. It is what it is. It started to bounce. Cool. USDJPY, nothing for me. USD CAD, nothing for me. Waiting on a retest of this daily 4-hour support resistance zone. Gold, she's wild. She came to the previous highs just like I thought. I was looking to sell here, but for some reason I didn't, and I cannot tell you why. I do not have a good reason for not having traded gold. This would have been a nice bounce just back to the previous low. Probably would have gotten out a little bit before that. I have no good reason for not taking this trade. I had the alert up here and everything. I mean, we were looking to take this trade earlier in the week. It broke above this zone. I was waiting on a retest here, and it almost came. The retest almost happened. I would have bought right there, and this would have rocketed. I would have been out like at the previous high right there, but still, I mean, yeah. But to be honest, guys, I have no good reason for not taking this trade. I don't know why the fuck I didn't take this trade. It would have been an easy sell just from here to here. Would have been like a couple $1,000s winner. And my week, instead of 25K, my week last week might have been 30K. But, coulda, shoulda, woulda. US30, I don't really have a bias on this right now. We are at like this little support resistance level here where price could like break these lows, continue going down. I'm hoping this doesn't happen because I don't want it to happen, because I'm in stocks and a little bit of stocks. I'm in 2 stock positions right now. I'm waiting on the market to start shifting back, clear into an uptrend. Right now, we're currently in like a pullback phase. I want things to start making higher highs and higher lows. And if something like this starts happening, then I'm going to get back long into a lot of positions. But yeah, that's that. And the same thing with S&P. S&P is doing the same thing. It's at the resistance level. It's already found resistance. We're still channeling up though. So it's like this big question mark of like, what the hell is going to happen? Which way is it going to break out? Going to come down and then lower? We're going to break out and then come here and just get past all this crap and go up. I do not know. So I'm just going to wait and see, you know, never going to suffer a problem if you just wait and see, like wait for the market to show evidence that it's actually going to go instead of just diving straight in. In other news, Lulu is still doing terrible. Lulu's doing so bad. Lulu's doing so bad. This is like my second worst trade of the whole year. And I lied in the last video. I said I got long up in here. It's actually not true. I got long down here at like 400. So right here, around the 400 price level. Yeah, and it had a bounce at the support zone. Now it's come lower. So what my goal is now is just to wait for a continuation down to here. I like Lulu. I still think Lulu is going to be good long term. Even though I'm suffering some drawdown right now, the likelihood of this at least returning to previous highs is still going to be fine. And this is like what, 30-40% increase, 45% increase. So I'm not worried about Lulu at the current moment. I'm not going to be adding any more though unless we get down here to the support zone. And then if that happens, what I'll be doing is waiting on a bounce back to this resistance zone here, and I'll probably just close all my positions right there. My net average will bring me out into a profit, but the first position will be break even. Second one will be the profitable one. I personally don't think this is going up right now. In the meantime, I think we'll be continuing lower down to here. I could be wrong and it could magically go back up, you know, because like I said, we are in an uptrend. It's a really solid uptrend for Lulu since fucking 2017. But if I were you, I would not be buying Lululemon right now. I would just be waiting. I would wait for the support zone down here at 290, to be honest. Microsoft, I did buy yesterday. I'm sorry, Friday. And where the hell's my stock account? We'll just go into the stocks right here. See, let me refresh the page right here. And then we'll go into the positions that, two positions I'm in a Robinhood load. Microsoft right here, I bought 50K at 308. So yeah, I'm in a 50K position. It's still around break even right now. It's like $250 up. But yeah, I think Microsoft will have a nice little return back to the previous highs up here. I mean, zoom out. What the hell do you think Microsoft is going to do? You really think we're going to keep crashing forever? I don't know, maybe, but probably not. I also have I have an alert just below this zone. If we do some shit like this where it taps below the zone, I'll probably just be exiting on a push back up into the zone, and then I'll be waiting for price to come to this next zone, and then I'll look to buy right here. Either way, if this first scenario didn't play out, the next one could be an 8% winner. If this scenario plays out for my entry, it'll be about a 10-11% winner. So that'll be good. I mean, with this position, it'll be like 5K in profits, so that's fine. It's cool. Here's the heat map for the S&P 500. It's going to be, so here's all green still. This was Friday. Everything was pretty much flat. Some things green, some things were red. If you go to the week for last week, everything is pretty much flat. Everything's just kind of been going sideways. We had some green days, some red days, but everything's flat overall. Take it out to the 1 month performance, and you can see a lot of big tech is red. A lot of software is red. A bunch of the higher cap markets, such as like internet retail, content information, a lot of these are just fucking red, and the smaller caps are green. So like, what the hell? Oil and gas did great though. ExxonMobil 17% last month. So we'll be seeing what the markets do as things continue. For right now, I'm crossing the fingers that things are going to keep going up. I'm not religious, but if I was religious, I would be praying that the markets go up this week. You know, like God is good, so hopefully the market will go up. You know, so but that's it. That's it for this week. Yeah, all right. Well, that's literally everything, guys. So hope you guys have a great week. Hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe, blah, blah, blah. You want a personalized mentorship from me and my team, and you want to join the group chat community on Discord, buy the Mission FX full program. There will not even be a free training, like I said, much longer. It'll just be like a straight up application. You want personalized mentorship. There's going to be not a ton of free shit at all. It's just going to be the content here on my YouTube channel will be the free stuff, and that'll be literally it. Everything else I'm going to be charging for, and it's going to be like triple the price. And I don't care what anyone says because it's worth it. There's nowhere else that you get what you get with Mission FX online. There's nowhere that delivers anywhere near the quality of service. There's nowhere that cares as much about you as a customer, as a client, as a student than Mission FX. And for the price, it's practically free. Hope you guys have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's Outlook recap video. Cheers, everyone. Bye.